Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook, and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. It's Celine Driver once again. I have another, well, if there was a box, it would be an unboxing, but another review for you. Another recent acquisition. Another vintage digital watch. I seem to have a liking for these lately. But this will probably be the last digital watch I get for a while. I've got the ones I like. You've seen the other two, the tachometer, the Casio tachometer, the DW400, and the Casio DW402 surfer timer. Or surfing timer. Thank you. And this is another vintage Casio. I'm not exactly sure what year it is. I believe it's from the same era as the other two. You guys can correct me in the comments if you want. This one is a Casio BGP. That's Baker Gamma. Whatever P is, pi, 20. This is called the Mulit-Planner. Now, according to the instructions that I found online, and by the way, a little side note, in researching this watch, I found a what appears to be a treasure trove of Casio manuals based on the modules that come in these watches. I will put a link to that in the description, but it seems to have a lot of PDFs. They appear to be downloadable, and they appear to be the original instructions for watches like these. And let me gotta tell you, without the instructions that I found on that website, and going through that PDF, I don't think I would have been able to get this thing set very easily. This is supposed to be able to hold items. It's like a very early version of a smartwatch. It's supposed to be able to hold multiple phone numbers in memory and multiple schedule appointments in memory through a series of pushing these pushers in various ways to put letters and numbers in, saying, like you could put in mom's phone number or your daughter's birthday party day or whatever. I didn't go through all that because, quite frankly, that's what I have the smartphone for. And I really don't care about that aspect of this watch, but I just wanted to mention that it is there. This also does have alarms. It has stopwatch. And it can track 4 different time zones. You have I guess you would call it your home time, and then 3 time zones of your choice, and you can set them based on city codes, which are in here, and city codes that are also listed in the instructions that I found online. And don't forget, the link will be down in the description. I just stumbled across this watch just goofing around on eBay one night when I had nothing better to do, which is, I better get more of a life. Some of my subs will probably be screaming at their computer screens right now. I said, "You have no life. We know you." You're right. I don't. I need to get another hobby that doesn't involve bidding on eBay items, but in my defense, this listed at about $100 with a offer, make offer, and I got it for less, considerably less. The guy was very generous with my offer. He took the offer, the first one I made, and he sold it to me, and free shipping, and it's in great shape. I mean, the resin case is in great shape. The back is relatively scratch free, and it's running. It's keeping good time so far. And it came with he said it was a non-Casio plastic strap. And I believe it's probably a non-Casio. It doesn't seem to have any markings that I can see. I really didn't look at it very carefully, but you know my feelings on plastic straps. So I had I was very fortunate. I happened to have a Collareb leather strap, which hey, I got it up right this time. I had a Collareb leather strap which fit the lug width, and you can see the lug structure on this thing it was even smaller than the this is obviously not the strap that this watch was born with, so it was even smaller across the spring bar. But I'll keep that strap in case I sell the watch. I'm going to keep the strap that I like, and if I do sell the watch, I'll put the plastic one back on. But really a neat looking watch. I'm going to put it on here real quick. So I apologize for the blank screen for the moment. Oh, come on, guys. Just it's a brand new Collareb, and it's never been worn before, so it's a little bit difficult. There we go. There we go. Yes. Very nice. And there she is on my 7¼ inch wrist. Fits beautifully. It's not very big watch across lug to lug. I'll get to that in a minute. But it fits really nice, and I like the touch of gold on the bezel. I saw a few of these online. This was the only one, and it was one of the less expensive ones. It was the only one that the gold wasn't chewed up. So, lucky me. Just perseverance, I guess. But I wasn't looking for the watch that I just stumbled on. So this was not a watch I was looking for, but nevertheless. I have the watch set. Obviously, I have it set to East Coast United States time right here. This subdial time one is set to West Coast United States. It's LAX on the city code, but it's West Coast United States. I have this one set to GMT, or London, or Greenwich Mean. This one is set to Singapore. That's so I know what time it is where Elshin Tang is over at Zelos, so I don't wake him up, although I don't think he sleeps. I really don't. But that's conjecture on my part. Let's see. If you cycle with this pusher, you can see the GMT time, 9:28. I guess that free means how much memory is free. I don't know, or how many memory slots are free. For the alarm, you have 30 telephone number slots free. You have a stopwatch, which is counterintuitive, like the other Casios I have, where the bottom pusher starts the watch, and you can see you have rotating microseconds there. And what are we counting here? I guess these are tenths and hundredths. This one is seconds, and that one is probably going to end up being minutes. I think I'll let it run for a minute to confirm that. I haven't actually run the stopwatch yet, but nice animation of tenths and hundredths here, but you have that here, so kind of redundant. But you can stop it, start it, stop it. Anyway, let it run. Let's see, is that 40? Yeah, 45. If this moves to the 1, then I guess that's the minute counter. I would think it would be better to have minutes, hour, like seconds, minutes, hours, but I didn't design the bloody thing. So, well, 1 minute went by and that didn't move, so I don't know what that display is for, but whatever. You can stop it, reset it with the upper button, which is usually flip-flopped on most chronos. All the chronos I have, except for my 3 Casios, this is start, stop, and this is reset. But all right, Casio wants to be different. So there, we're back to the time. And you see there's my 4:30 p.m. and a little P there for p.m. and it's the 22nd Saturday. And the year, it had you set the year, but doesn't display it. Interesting. My sheet of facts for you. It is the Casio BGP-20 Mulit-Planner. It is a 931 module. You know that because it says so back there somewhere. There it is. Sorry about the light playing with it there, but a 931 module. Quartz, of course. Let's see. Somewhere on the display it said the water resistance. It's somewhere around the... Oh, there it is. Right there. 100 meter water resistance. It is a 41 millimeter diameter case. Now, I measured from right there, below that push button, to right there. If you measured across there, it's a little lower, maybe 40 millimeter, but I'm going to go widest point, not including pushers, so 41 millimeter. It is 44 millimeter across tip to tip, and it is an 18 millimeter lug width. Very small, actually. I was lucky I had one of these, or else I'd be stuck with a plastic until I could order something better. I'm pretty sure it's a plastic crystal. Plastic crystal, that sounds, like jumbo shrimp. That doesn't make any sense. And it is 11 millimeter thick, so this is dress watch size without the dress watch part. So, but it will fit under a long sleeve cuff. I have long sleeves on. Here, I'll put it back on. I'll show you. Long sleeves. It's a little cold where I am today, at least for, in comparison to where I live normally is. For most of you folks up north in the United States, you're probably screaming at your phone right now or your computer screen. It's not that cold down there, whatever. You can see it slides very easily. It's right there. It slides nicely underneath the long sleeve shirt. It's cold to me. I'm a wimp when it comes to cold. All my northern blood is gone, so leave me alone. Anyway, there it is. Nice watch. I mean, this is, another one of those grab and go kind of watches. I got to go somewhere. I don't have time to put an automatic on and play with it for, to make sure it's set right or wound up or whatever. I just grab one of these quartz models and head out the door. And, it adds a little touch of unusualness to my collection. So I'm going to leave it there. Not much more to say about it, since I can't really demonstrate to you the Mulit-Planner part of the watch, because quite frankly, I didn't bother learning it, and I don't really want to bother learning it. So that's me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed my presentation of a rather unusual piece of vintage Casio history. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, because that helps me out. It helps my channel. It helps with the algorithms and the searches and so forth, and what I'm led to understand. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. My usual spiel. I read them all. I do. I respond to them all. I do. And I delete you nasty people and your silly comments and your negativity. I do. And I block you. I do. Because that's not what I'm about. I don't have time for that. And if this is your first time here, or you've been here before but you haven't bothered yet, and why wouldn't you? It doesn't cost you anything. Take a second, click that subscribe button down below, the big red one, about so big, And click the bell icon next to it so when I upload more content, you'll be alerted and you can come right on over and take a look at what I've got for that week or that day. I appreciate you all helping me grow this channel. It's really been a lot of fun to keep it going. And I hope you're all entertained by what I have to offer. Anyway, thank you for your attention. Thank you for viewing. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon.